Alrighty, guys, welcome to part two of quarters theory. So this is just the 30-minute chart, and I kind of want to show you exactly how this thing seems to respect a lot the pound. GBP, JPY, one of my favorite pound pairs. So just looking it off the bat, remember we use quarters theory every single quarter, 25 pip increments, 135.500, meaning if we're going to draw another one to the downside, it would be 135. We're going to get our pip calculator, and we're going to draw from 500 to, boom, as you guys see, 25 pips. Boom. 25 pip increments. So 135 to 500, 135, 250 to 135. That's 50 pips. Every quarter's theory point will be 25 pips above or 25 pips below the next one or the previous one or the one after. So going to the 30-minute, let's just reset this chart really quick. As you guys can see, boom, rejections, rejections, rejections. There's one over here. As you guys can see, 250, look right here. Boom, rejections, rejections, breakthroughs, breakthroughs, retests, breakthrough, boom, breakthrough, 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 retest, rejection, 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 boom. Over here, rejection, came back up, rejection. So notice how they're being rejected and respected, broken through, and it's just never ending. So keep in mind, guys, don't forget, this is just a psychological form of support and resistance. This is psychological. This is in your head. So notice, boom. Look at that. You can't fake that. That's always happening. That's always going to happen. In this situation, it's breaking above the range. Look at that. Boom. It's good. It's good to have on your chart, but I don't have these on my chart because I don't really depend on them. Like I said, guys, I use these quarter theory points as a form of confidence. If my trade is going bad and we are rejecting it like a form of support, amazing. So keep in mind, guys. So let's look at this trade over here that I did take. This is a really good trade. GBP, JPY. Notice how we have support right here. We had support right here above this quarter point, at this quarter point. So sorry. So notice how price did take a real nice, beautiful long right here, also forming a support. We continue to go up, and as you guys can see, looking at the wicks, we just kept going up, and then out of nowhere, this news came out, made it melt, dropped 50 pips. But our quarter point and our support held strong. So I'm not worried. Why? Because we're still respecting support. We're at entry either way. And as you guys can see, look at that. We have a quarter theory point, two forms of psychological support and resistance right there. Two forms of support right there helping each other out. And as you can see, it is very strong. And then price did melt. Boom. Not melt, it skyrocketed. And look at that. Trade, beautiful. What did we do? We targeted the next zone. So that is lovely. Let's go to the 4 hour. Look how 4 hour zones also respect quarter theory points. Boom. Respect, rejection. Give me a second. Okay, no, nobody important. So, boom, respect, respect, rejection, rejection. Look at that. The wicks in here tell it all. Or the 1 hour. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at this. Form of support. Trend changing. EMAs crossing. Golden zone. What do we have right here? Quarter point. We have the 127 quarter point right there. Now, what ended up happening? It started to break out under the the golden zone. It broke under the golden zone. And what happened? It came back to retest the next quarters theory point. So look at that. It broke under this one. Now we're getting worried because even though we respected it and it's looking good in the golden zone, we had the quarter point right here, respect, boom, it melted under. So that is going to cause worry. So look what we have here. We have this quarter point right here that held strong, closed almost back in the golden zone, but I'm a little confident. I'm more confident again. And as you guys can see, just skyrocketed, kept coming above. Beautiful. So let's look for trades. Let's look at the 30-minute. Right here, we have market structure being broken to the upside. Fibonacci. Do we have a quarter point here? We have 130. Did not come to touch it. As you guys can see, it did not come. Where's the next one? Next one is 250. Beautiful. Now look at this. This is why I tell you guys, you don't need to rely on these. Notice how golden zone is right here. Quarters theory point is right here. Price came back, but never touched the golden zone. We did have EMA's crossing. Beautiful. It didn't touch the quarters point. It did go through the quarter. It did go through the golden zone. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. It did go touch our entry in the golden zone for a long, but it didn't touch the quarters theory point. So don't depend on it, because if you're waiting for this point to get touched to enter, and then boom, look, as you can see, it never touched it. It kept going and going and going and going. So as you guys can see, everything is looking good. Now, let's look for another little trade here. Look at that. Fibonacci long. What do we have right here? Golden zone. Beautifully touched. 3 rejections to this quarter point. Bam. Just kept going up. Came right back down. Retested a quarter point. Kept shooting right back up. Take profit 3. Beautifully smashed before coming back down. Now, this is where people most likely are going to get very confused, because what are they going to do? They're not going to look at the overall trend, and they're going to run their Fibonacci's from the market structure break on this smaller time frame, golden zone being respected, along with this quarters theory point right here, this QP holding strong, and it's going to go down, hitting take profit 2. But keep in mind, we're still on a very bullish environment. We're just doing retracements on the higher time frames to continue to the upside. So in this situation, people will get confused and they will get lucky here and there. But I don't recommend you trade against the trend. Remember, the trend is our friend. Boom. As you guys see, look, that was the trade that we went short on. As you guys see, take profit 2 is hit, and then boom, just straight up skyrocket. Remember, you don't trade against the other one. One against the other. So let's go right here. Let's go to like right there. All right, now we're in a down channel. You guys can see here, golden zone, quarters theory, respected. Take profit 3 within a quarter point. As you guys can see, boom, beautifully touched it. What is right here? Okay, we don't know. 750 quarter point, came back to touch it. What is this right here? We don't know yet. What is this right here? Oh wait, that's a quarter point. As you guys can see here, boom, 132, 500 is a quarter point right there. Look at the chart, look at the time. You guys see it. So boom, and then retested it multiple times, rejected, and kept going all the way up. Then came back to retest this 750 quarter point right here. Boom, just kept going up, and then just kept going up. So let's keep looking for more ideas here. This is so choppy. Okie dokie. Look at that. This is a Fibonacci long. Now, let me just clean all these quarter points off, honestly. You don't need to have them all. Now, look at this. We have our golden zone. The market structure was broken. Look at that. Lovely take profit 2 and 3 was hit. Let's see. We have 1 quarter point here. Boom. We have another quarter point right here. Bear with me, guys. So, boom. Now, we're not focused on that right now. What we are focused on is what's here in this zone. And as you guys can see, we have a quarter point in our Fibonacci buy zone. Look at that. And over here, our 764, as price starts to melt under, what do we have? We have our next quarter point, which is the 500 quarter point. And boom, respected it for the long. And bam, continued to the upside. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okie dokie. Let's see. What is one right here? Is there a 750 quarter point? Yes, there is. We have a Fibonacci long. 5618 golden zone respected. And we have our 750 quarter point. Bam. And notice that. How in the golden zone, 760 quarter point, 750 quarter point held 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Beautiful. Confidence. Okay, damn, we haven't left the golden zone yet. Oh no. But hey, look, in the golden zone, we're holding strong because we have this form of support right there to support our buy. And guess what happened? Continue to go up, kept going up. And what do we have right here? A form of resistance, and then we have a form of support and resistance all over again with our support and resistance being quarters theory. I know that confused some of you guys, but don't worry. It's a break, a retracement, a retest, another Fibonacci entry. As you guys can see, let's take this one off. It's another Fibonacci entry. Market structure continued to go retracement. This form of resistance being broken and retested within our golden zone and our quarters point right there. Boom, my favorite setup. The break and retest of a resistance within our Fibonacci buy and sell zone with the market structure continuing the trend. Bam, kept going up, also respecting. So keep in mind, guys, like I said, these quarters point, these 25 pip increments, they're not there for us to depend on. They're there for us to have in consideration if everything is going bad or if everything is going good in our favor. In these situations, this trade was looking bad, but our quarter point held strong, so we felt confident because, hey, look, it's still holding very strong, as well as right here. Boom, kept going. Boom, came back to retest it. Now, price closed above. We're in profit, and we respected this quarter point, and look at that. Boom, just kept going right back up. So keep in mind, guys, remember, we use this for confidence. We don't depend on them or rely on them as something that we need for this to work out for our trade. Because as I've shown you, there was a few times where nearby our buy and sell zones with our Fibonacci, they were not touched. Very close, but not touched. So what do we have right here? We have a bunch of disrespect. There's no quarter point right here, but we do have a resistance forming. So like I said, guys, you guys don't need to have these on the charts all the time. It'll clutter your chart. So kind of just draw them out when you guys are either seeing rejections or respects in some area. And most likely just have them there when you draw your Fibonacci. You know what I'm saying? Just have them there. Like, hey, look, I want to buy here. You know, I want to buy here. This is my golden zone right here. Oh, lit. Okay, we have a quarters theory point right here. Boom. Perfect. All right. Price after we bought, it respected my golden zone and quarter theory point. Cool. That's all. That's all you got to do, guys. That's all you got to do. Okay, where can we target next? We broke and retested our. We're most likely going to target the next quarter point. So you can keep in mind that 90% of the time that once it breaks and retests the quarter point, it's going to the next quarter point. So you can 90% feel confident every single time that this quarter point that was after broken and retested, we'll retest the next one. So you can hold these trades. You can feel confident that 90% of the time it will touch another 25 pip increment, quarter point. So you can realize like, hey, look, I can catch more than 25 pips on this trade every single time. So keep in mind, guys, we don't depend on them. We don't rely on them, but they are there and we use them in our favor for confidence and confluence. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.